Hey friends, it's me, the Ebony Otaku, the well-rounded nerd. I thought I'd do a little quick video and give you a small tour of a bit of my figure collection. I have a lot of really cool pieces that I've collected over the years. I can't show them all to you, that'd be like a 7-hour video. But I'm gonna let you in on some of the ones that I love the most. So I must like y'all because I never turn the light on in my office. I usually just use my spotlight when I'm working. Sorry about that. But here's some of the pieces that I love that I've had for years. Like obviously these guys here that are still in the boxes that I haven't taken out, they're new. But there are some that I managed to get when I was a teenage collector that I still have. This guy right here, I absolutely love. This is before, you know, everyone officially had a name. Notice it says um, Cybertron Commander and not Optimus Prime, even though that's obviously Optimus Prime. Well, here's why. It's a Japanese figure, so it's got a not so accurate English translation on it, which is part of the charm. And trust me, it goes both ways. Every time I see someone with a tribal tattoo in a language they don't know, I'm like, you have no idea what that says. Anywho, but this particular figure, if you look down there in the corner, though made in China, where everything's made. Look at that. It says with Megatron rifle. It's got so many animatrix. I mean, it's just got so many like weird continuity mistakes, and that's part of the charm of it. But this is a figure from like 1980, so it's older than me. And I managed to snag that a long time ago, and I'm super happy with it. I've got a couple of busts here. This is Rodimus Prime. Rodimus Prime. This is a pretty old figure. He's kind of dusty, and I need to take better care of him. But I picked this up. Oh my goodness. I had to have been 20 when I picked that up, and I'm not going to tell you how long ago that was, but longer than you think. But this hand-painted bust here, he is number 20 out of 4,000. He's one of my favorite. He's a cold cast, cold cast, and a cold cast Optimus Prime. The Optimus Prime bust is number 6 out of 7,000. So he is single digits. And that, you know, as far as value goes, that does help with their value. But there are a lot of him as well, and probably in just as good a condition as this one, but it's not like I'm looking to sell. I forget what he is. He's also very low digits of a huge production run. All three of them are hand painted. I do have a Ravage back here, but he's basically worthless because at some point his tail broke off. I have no idea where it went. But I love those. I actually got my very early 20s, and to have held on to them and they're all in really good shape, I'm super proud of myself. Now, like I said, I can't take you through all of these because look what all's in here. I've got Final Fantasy, Hellsing, Berserk, Samurai Champloo, Reboot, Hackside, Amegami-sama. Coming down here, Fruits Basket, one of my favorites, Transformers comics, Rurouni Kenshin. I loved Evangelion. I had a time in my youth when I was obsessed with it. But if you come down here, and I'm at a weird angle because I'm 9 feet tall. Well, I'm not quite that tall, but I'm a tall girl. So this is a little bit of work. But my Sailor Moon collection. So I actually have 2 complete sets of Sailor Moon dolls. The 6-inch and the 11-inch, which those aren't truly 6 inches. But not just the Scouts, but I've got like Princess Serenity, Tuxedo Mask, all of them, basically. And these were figures that I did not order online. I didn't get them on eBay when I was a teen. These were in the stores. So that's back when, you know, KB Toy Store was still a thing, and you could still get figures at Toys R Us. Toys R Us used to sell Sailor Moon, and me and my friends, when we were 16, 17, had our cars for the first time, we'd go figure shopping. It was great. But there's one in particular I want to show you. That's Kyon-kun. These are old Fruits Basket figures. These are from the 90s, because I'm a 90s kid. Well, early 2000s for those. But this is a really cool figure. I picked this up, okay, now I'm really going to age myself, at Tower Records during one of my shops with my best friend growing up. Our favorite thing to do, like a lot of teenage girls, was just to go to the mall, but we were going looking for, okay, I was going looking for action figures. She was going looking for boys. But this is another great one. I'm not even sure why Tower have this. I've never seen another product like this, but obviously it is a tribute to Evangelion. And check out the figures inside. Those are beautiful, and they would make great cosplay costumes. And another one that they got straight from Japan. I've never seen anything else like this. It even still has the original price tag on it. I paid 20 bucks for this as a teenager. I have no idea if it's worth anything or would be worth anything, but I'm super happy to have it because it's such a unique set of figures. Okay, I've been pretty open about my Transformer obsession. So there's a bunch of them. I have more at my office at work. Not work, I'm sorry, at church, which I guess kind of counts as work. But because I kind of ran out of room here, so I needed to make space. But what I wanted to show you is up here. So this is my pride and joy. There's Lane. Haha, that was a really great anime. But this is my collection of 11.5-inch Sailor Moon. As you can see, I have the complete collection of Sailor Scouts. The pride and joy of my Scout collection is this one right here. I got that as a gift for, I believe, my 21st birthday. It was found on eBay, and I think the cost at the time was only something like 60 bucks. She's never leaving. She doesn't go outside. But I mean, other ones, I mean, that's an eBay find. She was eBay, but like the Crescent Moon wand, even Neptune and Uranus, and this little pair right here of Usagi, and for some reason, Chibiusa as Sailor Mini Moon, because America didn't, translations. But anyway, I found those in stores. I found Lane at Tower Records. This is a really great mask that somebody made just for me. There's a story behind that. I'll tell you later. The only one I didn't collect in my youth out of all of these dolls is obviously this Sailor Jupiter here. Her I got on eBay a couple of years ago. That was the only one I never found. But look up here. That's how tall I am. I can just raise my hand and make it even. They used to make these huge dolls. The only one I never found was Sailor Venus of the Inner Scouts. If I ever find one that size of the Inner Scouts, I'll be super happy, because then that'll be at least kind of a complete mini collection. But you'll see there's more Evangelion up there. That's a Transformer my mom bought me, so it's super special. She was like, I want to buy you something you like. And she bought that. I was like, thanks, Mom. So that one's special for other reasons. But look, I even have an old game system made back in the 90s. It has like all of those black and white games on it. So I am kind of a nostalgia person. But all of these Evangelion figures, Eclair and Lumiere, that was a great anime right there. These girls right here. And then all the Evangelion figures, I found those at Tower Records. Another cool thing are like these little PVC figures. They come apart and you have to put them together yourself. My Sailor Saturn, I have her, but she's just, well, you see Sailor Pluto back there living her best life. But I have just some really awesome pieces. I got obsessed with Rurouni Kenshin for a while. Sensei fell over. No, he does not want to stay up for anything. He's supposed to have his foot in his cloak and be looking all cool, but he just doesn't want to stay up. But Shishio, I have lots of different Kenshins, obviously. All of his enemies. I have a Kenji and more. But coming down here, I don't have a lot of manga left, just because manga takes up a lot of space. So I just do electronic manga these days, but I love these little Amegami-sama figures. It wasn't like a hugely favorite anime and manga of mine, but it was a good guilty pleasure. It's a sweet story. And I like the movie. I like the movie they did with that one, the OAV. So that's where these figures came from, out of the OAV. But I've got, some modern Sailor Moon dolls and stuff. Just cute things. Warhammer that I haven't put together yet. Just all kinds of stuff. And I guess the reason I'm showing you this is just, whatever makes you happy. If it's not hurting anybody, love it. That's my collection of cat ear hoodies. Because every girl needs a bunch of them. And this is a cool piece. I didn't buy this one. Last year, somebody bought me this as was it a birthday present or a Valentine's gift? I don't know. I'm not dating that guy anymore. But I got a Wharf. Yes, I know the positioning there is a little sus. So just something a little fun and different. I do have a couple of reviews I plan to record tomorrow. Probably book reviews. There is a couple of show reviews I want to do too. But yeah, so that's just a little bit of my collection. I mean, seriously, that's like half. Because I have a whole house. So there's stuff everywhere. And then I have, my office at church. In the car. But I have a personal policy that if it can't be displayed beautifully, it doesn't come into my home. So if I have to rearrange things or get rid of something, I figure it out because I like things to be organized. But I hope you enjoyed that. Just a fun little quick video. I love escapism. I love a good story. I love stuff that's fun. I especially love animation because it really hits that suspension of disbelief. Like with animation, you can just be all in. It's animated. So, you're not trapped in the uncanny valley or anything unless it's some weird CGI. Then it's like, oh, like, what is it? Mars Needs Moms? That wasn't it. That was not it. I'm not big on criticizing stuff because art is hard. Every job is hard. The job that I do on a daily basis is hard. I would hate for someone who doesn't do what I do to have all these critiques of why what I did wasn't, 100% correct. So I kind of shy away from just being overly critical because regardless of how it turned out, that took effort and it was hard. And I thoroughly appreciate the amount of action figures and joy these things bring me. So I'm a happy nerd. I am not a, oh my God, let me rip this apart from all of its theories kind of person. Not that doesn't have its place. I love watching theory channels and movie reviews. But sometimes I don't. Because I don't know, it's like the power of the negative tends to get people more views. And I can't. The stuff I love. Oh yeah, that's a Kiki's delivery service backpack you probably saw. I got that on my trip to Disney, which I'll talk about later. Disney was a whole hoot and a half. Probably never do it again, but I'm glad that I did do it. It was so much fun. But next year, I think I'm going to use my camper. Now that I've taken a long trip, I think I'm going to use my camper to go to some cons. Because I have a whole cosplay closet just collecting dust, and it's time that I break it out. Oh, yeah, like that up there, that's one of my black belt certificates. Harry Potter, yeah, I love all the things. I'm well-rounded nerd. You will not hear me talk bad about a franchise or say that Star Wars is better than Star Trek, is better than Stargate. They're all great. They're all great. Thank you to all the creators out there who keep us entertained and happy. I appreciate it because, yes, I'm sweating. I know y'all are probably like, why is she sweating? Because I just walked the dog. I walked the dog and then came in and decided to film a video like a heathen. Okay? That is legit what it is. Zero shame. So, but I appreciate all you creators out there who keep us entertained and let us have a little bit of escape from real life. Because, I have enough real life around me. When I'm relaxing, I want fantasy. That's just how it is. BTW. By the way, the contest still going. Thank you for those who subscribed, even when I was being a very bad YouTuber and not uploading. When I get to 500 across my three platforms, 3 nerdy prizes. Obviously, I got plenty of stuff. You have no idea what of this could be yours. I got good stuff. And I got stuff that actually is really cool that I'm not attached to because somebody gave it to me that I don't care about. So there could be some goodness in it for you. But all you have to do is subscribe. No cost to entry. I need you to have a U.S. address, though. And I keep saying it's because of shipping, but the truth is, anytime I've tried to do an overseas address, because apparently I only know how to do American addresses, hasn't worked out. Let me just be honest about that. Because I have friends all over the world, and one of my friends I tried to send, who's a martial arts instructor, I tried to send a new set of targets to. I ordered them, put the right address into Amazon and everything, and Amazon was like, where is this? And I was like, I'm sorry. I couldn't fix it. I mean, they didn't charge me. They gave me my money back because it's Amazon. But yeah, so US address, please, because then I know it's going to get to you. So if you're overseas and you got a friend here, use their address and then they can send it to you. I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that's all for today. It's been a few minutes. So my workday starts here in about 10 minutes. So I'm going to be a good little worker and get to my regular job. And I hope you all have a wonderful day.